Getting our cast iron together, making our cast iron better.
Cook good and look good.
What's up? It's your girl Queen Jones, back live in the flesh, and yes, you already know I'm the Cook Good and Look Good aficionado, and I teach y'all how to cook good and look good as if y'all hit the lotto. Okay, so today we're doing something that I know ancestrally and historically would be for the people. You know when I be cooking in the kitchen and I be getting that feeling like I'm a skillet. I'm gonna show you today how to season a cast iron, but not this little thing right here. Okay, I'm talking about the cast iron of the cast irons. The cornbread cast irons. Ladies and gentlemen, the cornbread cast iron, the one that your grandmother, your auntie, your sister, and your cousin, all your elders had up in that kitchen when they was about to make them cornbreads, okay? I had to get this from the Goodwill around the way about a year ago. And I am just now doing this lovely useful video on how to season a cast iron the right way. Okay. All right. It took a long, hard trialing process, but I'm gonna show you how to get to this level of seasoning from that level of rust. And God we trust. You already know it's a cook good and look good must. Let's get into the video, y'all. So culprit is crusty and rusty here. We need to use vinegar that is 5% acidity only. What that's gonna do is help erode off this rust, okay? That acidity gives you a aid in the scrubbing process as opposed for you having to use your Bucky in Kentucky. If you smelt what was in here right now, let me describe it to you. Booty butt cheeks. You feel me? But luckily for you, there is no smell-o-vision. I am looking at 48 hours later, rust eroded, lifted in swifted vinegar. Dirty vinegar. So, you know, we're about to take this out and start to scrubbing. You're going to need here kosher salt, and you're going to need a scrubby. This is a steel wood scrubby. You can use one of those steel scrubbies that look like it was crocheted or knitted or something, or just a regular steel wool scrubby, because that's what I have. We're using what we got, but nothing besides kosher salt to help you with this scrubbing process. I promise you, you'll love me for it later. Let's get to scrubbing. After 48 hours, you will see this dark, cruddy looking substance that is liquid. That's that eroded off rust. So I use the salt and steel wool method. It's a little damp already from the vinegar. So this scrub really is accelerated by the chemical process that's happening. Don't know why, don't know how, but it just worked that way. So I scrub until I can't scrub no more. And a lot of this footage is me scrubbing and scrubbing. But I wanted you to have a realistic expectation that this is about an hour and 30-minute scrub process if you have chosen the cornbread cast iron, okay? Now, if you got a regular cast iron, it's probably going to take you about 20-30 minutes. Maybe an hour top if you got a bad off cast iron. But as you can see, there's many niblets, okay? And I have a giblet, all I could, okay? But so I get and use this steel wire brush. And that helps me get into these niblets even better. And the salt actually is a little bit more corrosive as an agent to help me get into the niblets way better than I could with just the steel wool. Now, a lot of the times people think that having cast irons are intimidating. If you don't take care of them, they will rust. But if you know how to reseason them, that's all you need to worry about. As we proceed to give you more how-to videos, you'll get to understand how simple we can really make things. But again, I just wanted to keep all this footage in here to give you a realistic expectation of how long it would take, okay, if you are doing this and trying to get ancestral on them. Now, you're going to pat dry every area with your lovely rag. Do not put it back in the oven because the oxidation will re-rust it. I'm using a high temperature oil. You can use vegetable, canola, whatever floats your boat. I've seen it all. And as you can tell, we got to make sure we are using all the oil we can. And then we're going to wipe away any extras. Flip it over and put it on top of a pan. So you're going to put this at 500 and you're going to do this 3 times to give you the perfect non-stick coat.
So, as you can tell, it took 14, 11 of them days to get this cast iron to where it needed to be. Some quick tips is go ahead and set some time out. When you have a over rusted and pretty much eroded cast iron, it's gonna take a couple acid dips, okay? Never get any vinegar that's under 5% acidity, okay? Because if you're doing that 4%, it's not gonna do what you need. So you want to make sure when you're doing the acid baths that you're actually giving it that whole vinegar tangling's worth, okay? Now, if you do not have a wire brush, go ahead and save some elbow grease for yourself that day, okay? Because if not, you're gonna have to just scrub in every crevice of this cornbread pan like you saw me do, okay? It wasn't a joke, was it? You know what I'm saying? When you're doing this, you're gonna be like, God dog. I call it the oil sheen. Yeah, I put this in the oven with the oil sheen 3 times to get a nice seal on it. And as you can see, it is seasoned for a reason. Now, the reason why I did 3 for the cornbread cast iron is because there are many, little niblets pieces that need to make sure it is perfectly seasoned, because nobody want to put all this work and make some cornbread that don't pop out. You heard me? I would be big mad. I'd be big sad. With this method, you can do this with any cast iron. I just showed you what the most difficult cast iron you can have, unless you're using a cauldron. But I don't know if you guys are witches, so I'm not worried about that right now. I definitely have some more iron of my own because of working with these cast irons. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for returning back to my YouTube page, where I teach you how to cook good and look good, all on the low. I am going to be hitting you guys with a whole bunch more how-tos, so stay tuned, okay? This is one of many, okay? All right? Between the cook good and look good, you about to get something that you should. All right? It's your girl, Queen Jones. Go ahead and follow me at QUEEMIEJ1ES on all platforms. It was a cook good and look good special, baby. How to style, okay? The right way. Do you know how to season a cast iron after this? Go ahead and comment below. Bye!
Check 2, 2, 1, 2.